It's a heavily overcast evening, well, afternoon. It is very hot. On this, the 28th day, Friday, 28th of July, 2023. We welcome you to our broadcast, wherever you are. We say good morning, good evening, good night, wherever in the world you are. We welcome you to our live broadcast from the RGTC here in the Valley, Anguilla. It's St. Martin taking on the Anguillians in an under 15 friendly right here at the RGTC, as both teams are in preparation for the CONCACAF under 15 tournament due to kick off on the 8th of August. A weekend that is filled with friendlies and practice games. We will be seeing later St. Martin will be up against Anguilla in the female division. And over the weekend it's going to be St. Kitts, Anguilla, and St. Martin that will be locked in battle. And we welcome you to our broadcast. This evening, the man in the middle is going to be Cardinal Rennie. He's going to be able and assisted by Victory and Harley. And our fourth official is Shalisa Williams. The man that will be here with me is none other than the man Doc. Doc, good evening and welcome.
Yes, good evening to all those taking our coverage via AI Live. Good evening, Millie. And this does promise to be a pretty good game, I believe. Last time these two sides faced, St. Martin would have won. That's a report I would have gotten out of the Anguillian camp. So the Anguillians would be they'll be looking to get a victory to take themselves into this tournament on a much better note. We do have a lineup for the two sides here today. For St. Martin, Van der Paas, as well as Singh. Singh's amongst the substitutes. Peterson is starting. Luis Tapia is starting. Keenan Victor. Fermin Marlin. Caden Magloire. Neil Henderson. Renicio Drenthe. Jefferson. Neil Holt. Randy Rower. Jermaine Demany. Jeremiah Williams. Nisio Skit.
Well, for the Anguillians, the starters are Tywayne Anderson, Javante Gale, Tavari Leverett Francisco, Nicholas Millington, Renal Martin, Kamari Gums, Aiden Rogers, Kieran Harbert, Chidi Leverett Richardson, and Zaire Hennis. Those are the starters. I'm not seeing something right. And that is Andrew Service is in goal, and that will put Zaire Hennis on the bench. I want to believe. Well, they are not numbered the way they are on the field. They are not numbered that way.
So it's going to be Anguilla in their white, orange, and blue, kicking off from right to left, and St. Martin, the blue, white, and red, a much darker blue from left to right. St. Martin team should unfortunately is not numbered. So we have names, don't have numbers, can't really identify the side. It's a very strong start as here comes Chetty trying to get down the left side. Isn't the touch? It will be a throw-in. Actually, in fact, offside. An offside position taken up by Aiden Rogers. It will be a free kick to the St. Martin under 15 side. Game has just started. A couple familiar names that you'll be looking for in the Anguilla side. Not really starting today. There's no Mikai Connor, their usual striker. He may be carrying a niggle, as well as Shamar Brown. He's not starting either. Shamar, of course, the goalkeeper. A couple familiar names not amongst the starters here today for Anguilla. So it will be a throw. Gale had the option short. Takes a rather interesting looking throw there.
Doc, I don't know. The only place that will not be a foul throw, it is right here.
As it's chipped over the top into the side netting. Keeper's positioning was just a bit strange, but no harm, no foul done in the end. It will be a goal kick. As here comes St. Martin.
So Doc, we hope to get that rectified for you and for our viewers in a short order to have the numbers for the St. Martin's so that we can clearly and easily identify the players, because I'm sure that those who are viewing would want to hear their child, their brother, their sister,
Yes,
their brother, their whoever name, their relatives, they would want to hear their name going live and know that they are on the field of play. So it's dark so far. It has been predominantly Anguilla in the St. Martin half. Skipper, the captain for the Anguilla team is Millington, sporting number 6 for the Anguilla national team.
It's going to be Herbert to take this free kick. But very talented young winger. Can also play midfield as well, Kieran Herbert. But has a couple players to aim at. Millington and Kamari comes to be looking at the back post. Ball put in toward the back post, and the header comes in off the post.
Hey! What an effort! What an opportunity! Ooh, that was a superb header there from the head of the man, Liverett Francisca. That looks like Tavari. And that was a tremendous header. We will normally see the head of Millington there. It was Tavari. The Anguillans are very dangerous on set pieces.
Will be a throw in. Actually, no, it will be a free kick, in fact, as there was a foul in the run of play. Now, St. Martin have an opportunity to put one into the area. I do have a bit of height as well. Number 9 seems to be lurking toward the back post. Number 17 in there as well. Against St. Martin off for a response, as in the first 4 minutes Anguilla struck the post. This one floated in, dealt with by Captain Millington. Over the top again, headed away again. I know Anguilla can look to counter. A drive at goal. This one is deflected. It's still here for St. Martin. They want a handball appeal. They will not get it, and it's going to be put into touch for St. Martin's throw.
Good start so far. Good, lively action. And all blue with, is it a white trimming?
It's white and red.
A lighter blue trimming across the chest.
It looks rather white to me.
Looks like a white across the chest. Red trimmings and numbering the St. Martin.
Here comes Millington. Millington can shift this one out wide for Kamari.
Oh, that's a good-looking ball. It was a good-looking ball. Kamari didn't continue making that run. And it's out for a corner. Did it take a deflection? Well, referee closest to the action says it took a deflection and it's going to be a corner. Doc, I've never seen this amount of colored, beautifully colored shoes standing out on the ground. We have pink, all different kind of green, orange. Can you see though?
I can't miss the yellow, but I like a good old school black shoe. St. Martin's centre back. I like that. A good old school black shoe. I don't know if those my entire high school life playing football. As here comes Millington driving one across, a bit too heavy. Too much pepper on that pass. It goes in behind for a goal kick. It's a very good idea there by Millington. He's playing in a deeper lying midfield role. So now we can get the proper lineup for St. Martin. Now we have the numbers for you. So it's Van der Paas who's the number 1. It seems like he is in a goal. Peterson the number 2. Tapia the number 4. Victor the number 19. Marlin, he's the number 14. Magloire, he's the number 5. Henderson number 6. Drenthe the number 8. Jefferson Niholt, he's the number 10. Randy Rowan, number 17. Demeni is the number 9. And Anicio Skeet, the number 11. This one thrown in short, and he's dispossessed. It was a bit of a tug on the shirt. That's a decent play there by Niholt. It's all the way back now for Tavari. Sends this one out wide for Javante Gale. Gale trying to put that one through to Chetty.
That one is heavy. That one was very heavy.
A lot of pepper on that one. Too hot to handle. It will be a throw-in to the St. Martin side. So now it goes inside. But passes Jefferson. Goes all the way over to Henderson. Now shifted wider there by Magloire. St. Martin, the good-looking ball up forward. He's trying to find Demeni here. Demeni trying to put one into the area. And Andrew Service comes out for it. It was a good, very driving run there by Demeni. But this could be troublesome as well. Here come Anguilla. It's driven forward. That's the easy pickings there for the captain, the St. Martin side. And it will be a St. Martin throw.
Well, Doc, even as we speak now, we are seeing movements up there to the AstroTurf that we would have spoken about some time back. We will be getting that in short order.
Well, progress being made.
The groundbreaking ceremony was done earlier in the year, and just 2 months or so ago. That now we are seeing the actual AstroTurf, the pieces. They are here.
Millington put it forward. It's picked up there by Renel Martin, who drives one wide looking for Kamari. Again, too hot to handle. It will be a goal kick.
There's too much pepper on that one for sure. And in the end, going out for a goal kick. Well, good to see that there are a few supporters in the stands. It's a working day.
Here comes Millington. Millington driving. Millington trying to go all the way through. Dispossessed. That's a very, very good tackle in the end. Because you know when Millington gets ahead of steam, he's difficult to bring down. Didn't stay in play, but St. Martin will have the throw. Was the captain Nicholson Millington trying to drive all the way through there. He gets that head of steam. He's like a train. Difficult to stop. Outside of that chance there. Well, this throw's going to be taken from about 20 yards too far forward.
20, Doc?
Just about.
20 meters.
Still taking a bit too far forward, but here comes St. Martin again.
Good work. Very good work done there by number 15 in the person of Herbert.
Yes, man. It's going to be all the way back with the goalkeeper Van der Paas. His pass couldn't stay in play. It will be an Anguilla throw. Here's Gale. Looking forward, trying to find Aiden Rogers. And it will be yet another throw. It's all the way back to keeper Van der Paas.
So that's just a bit of correction there. As we are noticing on our sheet, Jamoy is the number 13. He is the starter over Hennis. And the number 13 is not Rogers, as was previously ours marked on our paper. So Jamoy Hodge is the number 13. And Aiden Rogers is number 12.
Here's Millington. Looking for Jamoy, trying to get forward. The pass couldn't stay within the restraints of the field. Still goalless as we approach the 13th minute of play. Anguilla having struck the post in the 4th minute. There's a header there by Tijavari. Everett Francisca there. Couldn't quite direct it goalward. Goals a shot off target.
Doc, he couldn't direct it goalward.
They go down,
it came off the post.
they go down as shots off target.
No, on target. That's on target.
It can't be on target if it doesn't go in the goal.
My.
There's a tussle there for the ball. Poked forward. This one dealt with by Javante Gale. And now Millington has space to take it down. But rather loose with the touch, Millington. And now they get each other's way, St. Martinez. This one is shifted out wide. Only as far as Anderson. Anderson has Gums. Gums gives it away rather cheaply. So picked up by Gale. It gets past. And that's one slotted through. Here comes Chetty Leverett Richardson trying to cut this one back. But he was met and dispossessed. And it will be an Anguillian throw.
That was a lovely ball, Doc. Picked him out well.
Gale. Puts this one short. Millington now. Got the pass from Herbert. Now puts this one wider toward Redel. It will be another Anguillian throw.
Doc, have you really been outside for the day? Doc, it's very hot.
I was off today, thankfully.
my. It's hot.
I was
It's
off from
very
work
hot
today. This one poked forward. And
it's a corner.
Goal kick.
Corner. Did come off the St. Martin player here. Number 2 in the person of Peterson.
It will be a corner. Again, we know how dangerous Anguilla is from the set piece. This one put in toward the near post and punched away by Van der Paas. Still not quite dealt with. His back with Kieron Herbert. Herbert tries to shift the man. Give himself a bit too much work to do. Rogers puts it wider for Anderson. Anderson has Gums, and Gums is very, very fast. Gums, Kamari does well. Kamari puts one across. Van der Paas will do the saving.
From that corner kick again, we see Anguilla doing well there. The keeper had to pull off a really good save. He had to punch it forward, punch it out. It was a really good effort there.
Millington driving himself into trouble.
Yes,
and will be. Ooh.
I think that's the correct call.
It will be an Anguillian throw. And now Kamari has stayed down. do know that he picked up a slight injury in training yesterday at Kamari Gums. But he is up on his feet, heading over to the sideline. Very fit, very fast young man, Kamari Gums. Very dangerous player. The throw comes in. And Raynell Martin couldn't quite get it. It's poked forward. He's looking toward. Oh, it's picked up by Andrew. He was trying to pick out the many there.
Now, there was no flag, but he was way offside.
That's not ours to call. That's not ours to call at all.
And the cooling break has been called.
I think it'll be there early, really.
Doc, it's not 45 minutes, remember?
Oh, yes, they are. They're not playing 45.
Yeah, it's not 45 minutes.
So it will be a cooling break here taking
So
at the
it's a cooling
REGTC. Early in this piece, early in the first half, 4 minutes in, Anguilla struck the post. They header thereby to Javari Leverett Francisca, striking the post to the right of keeper Van der Paas. And all he could do was watch it and hope it didn't deflect in. Luckily, the ball bounced right back to him.
And on the second effort from the Anguillians, it was again from a set piece, from a corner kick on that occasion, and Van der Paas had to be in action where he punched it out. That one was just on his line. He punched it out. It was heading goalwards from the corner kick, and we have seen them score right here at the REGTC.
We saw one a couple of weeks ago to Marcus Connor.
Yes.
They've scored one straight from the corner earlier in the season. It was Khalid Hughes scoring straight from the corner as well.
So we have seen them. We have the quality of players that from time to time scores from the corner kick. And today, Van der Paas had to pull off a good save because that one was heading straight goalwards. So the cooling break has ended and play will resume.
Coming up in action later today, it's female football. It's national female football. International friendly. It's Anguilla's women's national team taking on the St. Martin women's national team at 7 p.m. Here at the REGTC.
Doc, you're speaking about women football. Jamaica drew with France, 0-0.
The Caribbean sides have been playing some very good football in this women's world. We saw Haiti, I believe the other day, they almost held out against, was it the USA or was it England? It was England, I believe, yes. Almost held out. Ended up being 1-0. The Caribbean sides have been looking very, very strong in this Women's World Cup.
Yes.
It just shows you how the parity of football has changed. Whereas talent, where it was very centralized in certain areas, it's now been dispersed throughout the entire globe. Some of the best players in the Women's Premier League over in England, one of them being Bunny Shaw of Jamaica, Kanaja Bunny Shaw. Very, very talented player playing for Man City. As here comes St. Martin. Looking to beat a man, shifted forward, can have a hit at goal here. That's relatively comfortable for Andrew Service. Very comfortable indeed for Service. Service getting number 1 honors today. Was a couple of the goalkeepers at the under 15 level here for Anguilla. Both Shamar Brown and Takari Connor, but under 15 level. Shamar on the bench, Takari not in the squad today. It's a lot of competition in goal, but Andrew got the start in this encounter. Millington clears. A throw going to St. Martin, taken by Peters. And Martin trying to get in there. But Henderson does very well, and he will find near Holt. It's picked up now Anderson. Gums drives it forward to no one in particular. Easy for Van der Paas. Near Holt again. It's a very, very calm and composed midfielder near Holt. Can't bring that one under control. It's dealt with. That's a good ball out wide as well to Chetty. Chetty's in behind here. It's Chetty. Chetty pokes it across. There was no one making the run inside that Chetty needed.
Chetty doesn't have the speed. Chetty doesn't have the speed, and so what Anguilla would have to do is to feed that ball further upfield for Chetty, and look to build the attack and give Chetty that ball as close to the 18 as possible. He doesn't have that speed.
Yes, a man has been hacked down. It will be a free kick.
Kamari, on the other hand, who seemed not to be moving very freely. He's fast. He's very fast. I'm not sure at this under 15 level if there is anyone much faster than him.
Not at all, really. Kamari, 100-meter champion here in England. 200-meter champion as well. Not many that can run with him. Not many at all. I think they may want to get him over to this left side because Chetty seems to be getting a lot of freedom on this left side, but doesn't quite have the pace to outrun the St. Martin defense, whereas Kamari does. So Coach Capel Battis may look to get Kamari over to this left side. But there's one weakness in Kamari's game. He's extremely one-footed. Needs to work on that left foot. Look what he's done. He's hugged the touchline here, trying to find space. Just hugging the touchline, holding the width. When you play wider, you get more space to operate.
Yes.
So a number of these younger players you see coming up, they fail to understand. They think to score the goal, you have to get closer to the goal, so you have to go inside. No, you have to hold the width. Millington tries to float one forward now. Picked up by Millington again. On the drive, dispossessed. That's very well done there by Anderson. And now here comes St. Martin again. And it's a good-looking ball forward, but not enough backspin to keep it out of the reach of Andrew Service. So they can hit on the counter. They definitely have a counter-attacking threat. Trying to launch it. But again, here comes St. Martin, trying to poke that one toward Demani. It's the skipper again. Goes back to Van der Paas. Peterson. Someone trying to build, someone give it away. It's dangerous as here's Renel Martin. Rushed his effort, really. No need to take the shot that early. That time, had a bit of space as well. Seemed to get a bit over anxious and rushed his effort. Peterson. Giving away his Kamari, trying to nod this one toward Renel. It's a good move, picked up now by Nia Holt. Now Magloire puts one forward toward Demeni. Demeni trying to get in behind here. Demeni, he's the danger man for the St. Martin side. Still going Demeni. Demeni puts it across, and it's been missed. From point blank range, from a range that you couldn't miss, St. Martin have missed.
I am still at a loss for words.
Well,
How
Randy,
did the man miss that one?
Randy Rower there at the back post. He had the entire goal at his mercy. I don't know if he got a touch to it.
He did. Randy Rowe, all he had to do is to knock it in. He knocked it wide. My. How? From within the 6-yard box, he knocked it wide with the empty goal. The keeper got pulled, and all he had to do was to get a boot and redirect the ball into the back of the net. And he could not do that.
He was basically standing in the goal. Well, Anguilla have had their chance. Now St. Martin have had their chance.
Well, the chance that Anguilla got wasn't as easy. It was from a header that was redirected, and it was a good header, good attempt and goal. But that one, Doc, you can't ask for anything easier than that.
Domini is really the danger man for St. Martin. I really like the look of Jermaine Domini. But Anguilla in defense, Leverett Francisca as well as Aiden Rogers. They've done relatively well to keep him quiet enough, forcing him to make the runs out wide rather than through the center. It's pressure being applied. Very, very composed there by the skipper. Tries to drop this one out wide. It will be a St. Martin throw.
From what we are seeing here, what it looks like to me is that Anguilla is playing not a whole ball, not wanting to hold on to the ball. They are looking to hit the ball long and play in the St. Martin half and get the ball as quickly as possible out of their half and look to catch St. Martin on the counter that way rather than look to build from the back, because they're not holding on to the ball and look for many passes in their area.
It's a good touch by Renel Martin. It's good work in the midfield as well. Trying to get through. There's no way through there for Drenthe. Poked backward. All the way across now. St. Martin building and building well. It's a ball toward Randy Rowe. Rowe dispossessed here as Millington. Leaves it for Herbert. Send this one through to Kamari. Dealt with. Magloire there. This could be trouble. This could be troublesome. That will be a foul. It will be a free kick.
Free kick to St. Martin. Just about the halfway line into the 30th minute of play.
Frustration being shown there by the St. Martin skipper. It's Peterson now. Peterson goes inside toward Nearholt. Giving away. Millington can feed this one through. It's going to try to send Jamoy running. Van der Pass goes along with it. Not a good header at all. Here's Damini. Damini trying to get through again. Still Damini. Floats one over. It's a very wide open header. He was not marked at all there, but yet again, as it's poked across as well, and Service puts it out, but Randy Rowe again just couldn't quite direct it goalward.
And that's the lack of communication in the box in the first case, Doc, because the keeper should have come for that ball. The keeper should have come. The ball in the 6-yard area, that should be the ball, the keeper's ball. The keeper should have come for that one. He didn't. And in the end, again, shot going in and could not take it cleanly.
It's a ball he didn't even need to take. Let it run for a goal kick.
It's a corner.
He could have.
Yes.
He could have let it run for a goal kick. It'll be a corner to St. Martin, and they've proven they can win headers in the box. This one put in very well, but a bit too deep. Almost really there at the back post. Millington, brilliant work. They can get running as well. They can look to counter because here comes Renel Martin. Renel trying to get inside. And Nia Holt now picks it up. Randy Rower. Good looking turn there as well by Henderson. It goes back to Peterson. Given away cheaply. Now here's Kamari. Gums looking for Jamoy. And Jamoy will get there. No foul. And Jamoy Hodge. Good save, Van de Pass. St. Martin, they were belligerent that that was a foul. Jamoy kept playing. He took a shot at goal. Van de Pass forced to make a good save.
He's doing well. He's doing very well.
It will be a corner to the Anguillian side. Can they put another good ball into the mixer? Playing a very high line as well. Very, very high line, this Anguillian defense. Now they've gone back. I was wondering why they were so high into many has pace.
Why are they allowing him that amount of space? Acreage.
Good ball. Punched again by Van de Pass. Millington heads it. Locked away by Nia Holt. Millington deflected. Now it's Herbert. Herbert puts another teasing ball in over the head, and Kamari Gums can't direct it goalward.
Whoa, opportunities going to bang in there. Well, Anguilla from there, very, very dangerous from set pieces. And again, troubling the defense and the keeper there from a corner kick.
And now here's Redell Martin. Martin puts this one wide now for Chetty. Chetty puts it back toward Renel, who has a hit at goal.
Very tame one in the end. Jamoy was waiting. He was on the doorstep of the keeper.
Just wanted him to drop it. Just let it go. I'll poke it in. It's Peterson. St. Martin throw. Tanisio Peterson throws this one in. It's picked up there by Henderson. Goes all the way back now with Tapia. Dropped even wider. Here comes St. Martin. It's a very good clean-up challenge. A throw it.
Rogers. That wasn't Rogers. That was Martin. Ensure that there was the progress from St. Martin was halted.
One there by Aiden Rogers. Almost said Hakeem Rogers. His brother is Hakeem Rogers.
Yes.
Shifted wide. That's a very good touch as well. He can get it back. It's this lovely one-touch play. The pass is a bit too heavy. Van de Pass read it well. They picked up a good ball to Roar.
What is the foul? What is the foul? Oh, that's the game.
That's halftime.
It's halftime. Thought the whistle went for one and didn't hear it at all the second time. That's halftime at the REGTC. It is a 0-0. It's a friendly. St. Martin under 15 taking on the Anguilla under 15. Well, that's where we are going to leave you, and we join in just about 12 or so minutes. Hope that you will rejoin us. And reminding you, at 7 in the p.m., there is a friendly, an international friendly. It's St. Martin taking on the Anguilla in the female game. Until then, rejoin us at halftime. Good afternoon and welcome back to the REGTC. Back out here, we are just about to see the resumption of playing. And there is a substitution in goal for the Anguillans, and that is Shimar Brong. Shimar Brong has taken over from Andrew Service in goal, and it's going to be the Anguillans who will get us starting with Hodge. Jamoy Hodge kicks the ball, and play has resumed.
Here's Martin. We're going to shift this one forward back toward Jamoy, picked up by skipper Tapia. Billington gets in now. This pass goes into touch.
An extra touch there, too much from Millington. He was looking for his number 11 Gums, but an extra touch that took him too wide, and at that angle was unable to find Gums.
And Aiden Rogers got clipped.
Not sure how the referee didn't see that one. That was a high boot.
He saw the foul after that. 2 fouls there. It will be a free kick to Anguilla.
It was a very high boot.
Couple substitutes warming up for the Anguillians.
May not see Mekai Connor today. I saw him walking with a limp. Seemed to have picked up a knock. And still, he's trying to see if he can move. I'm looking over there on the bench, Doc, and see, trying to make some short movements, but some short jogs. Still with the left boot off. Connor, and he will be a key part of this under 15 squad going away. He did not play last year.
Played with the under 17 side, didn't play with the under 15 side, Mekai. This is Zaire here, is one of the substitutes warming up for Anguilla. And that's one of them. And is it Derek or Joseph, the other one, getting warmer?
Well, Rogers is back to his feet, is leaving the field on his own, and that is good sight. He will be resuming play in just a bit. Play will resume. It's going to be a free kick to Anguilla, and Millington will do the honors.
Millington drives this one forward. Here's Kamari.
Heavy touch.
Loose, very loose there by Kamari. Gets it back, but gets it back illegally. Free kick to St. Martin.
And he didn't have to do that, because if you were reading the bounce of the ball, it was always going to be coming back this way. It was always going to come back. It's like the cricket ball. It always, when you hit it square, it always skids back.
That's troublesome. Here comes Jamoy. Jamoy did well to win back possession. It's a very good move as well. Can put one into the mix if he wants to. Chetty giving himself a bit too much work, really. Try to put it in first time. It'll be a St. Martin throw. Near Holt loses out. And Herbie puts it forward. Peterson trying to shield. Peterson can't shield, and the ball went out for a goal kick. No, it did not. The air put the flag up, put it back down. Millington hits it. And now here comes Anderson. Anderson couldn't do enough work, and it will be out for a goal kick. was Magloire across doing the defending. He did rather well.
I think what Anderson did, he tried to pull it. And by the time he pulled the ball, he pulled it over the half line. He should have gone right boot first rather than left.
Magloire goes back to Tapia. Look of Tapia as well. Goes out for a throw in. Not the best pass at all there by Captain Tapia.
It's 0-0 into their 40th minute of play. Remember, it's 35 minutes and a half. You see, just about the 17th, 18th minute, we are going to have a cooling break because it's very hot. It is very, very hot. Humidity is high.
Well, it feels like 40 degrees right now.
Doc, you are sitting in an AC room.
I'm just reading the weather. Demeni does very well. Demeni in behind. It's Demeni. That's not a good finish at all. Tried to square it. He should have had a shot there.
Should have gone to goal. Why are you going to look to square ball from there?
Jermaine Demeni should have had a shot. It's given away. Herbert with a bad
had
touch.
To chip that ball.
Kamari puts this one across well. It's a hit at goal. Great save by Van de Pas. Van de Pas has looked the part here today. That was another very, very excellent save. He denied Renel Martin the opportunity. Will be a corner. It's going to be Kieran Herbert to take it. Man, I've sent about 10 guys to go to warm up. Herbert floats well and high. Van de Pas can collect.
Doc, he was in the goal.
But the ball wasn't.
The ball wasn't. He was in the goal, but the ball wasn't. And again.
Oh, they weren't looking. He wasn't looking. Did well to get it back to Tapia. Sid Martin, they are under pressure. They are under the pump. Tapia put it into touch. Here's Martin. Gums. Millington now. Nicholson Millington shifts this one wide looking for Chetty. Here's Chetty again. Martin. A very good walk. Giving away to Millington. St. Martin are under pressure, but Peterson can come away with it now. And Peterson has Demeni forward. Demeni on the turn. Well read there by Aiden Rogers.
And what St. Martin has to be mindful of is that they were guarding Millington's right foot. He went left.
He has a left as well. Very two-footed. That's offside there, Chetty.
So when they were looking to protect that cross on the right boot, he just pulled it to the left and dropped it wide. So
St. Martin have made a change. I've made a change. It looks like Roa, is that who's come out?
That's the number 17 in
Randy Roa has come out. Yet to see who has replaced Roa. Here's Peterson. Near Holt. Drops this one wide, and now it's toward Chetty Leverett Richardson. Chetty chugging away. Chetty gives away a goal kick.
Another substitution. This time it's going to be for Angola. It's Jamai who is.
Jamai is going to be coming out.
And the number 7 is Zaya Hennis.
Zaya Hennis
makes his way onto the field.
Well, Zaya is a winger by trade. So he'll go on to the left wing, and Chetty will come to the right. Kamari Gums. They're going to the middle now.
The middle, yes.
Good looking challenge there. But still near Holt drives. He gives it away to Anderson.
Anderson gives it right back.
Very loose touch. Henderson gives it back to Anderson. Now shifted wider toward Magloire. Still Anderson trying to get in there. Magloire does very well. His pass only finds Millington. Millington forward to Renel Martin. Martin puts it wide for Chetty.
That was a lovely ball. Just gonna control.
Chetty couldn't take it down at all. Throw into St. Martin. 10 minutes have gone in out of this second half. Still goalless here at the REGTC. As Rogers just poke it forward into the arms of goalkeeper Van der Paas. It's going to get very interesting now for goalkeepers.
Yes.
Because of the amount of rain that's fallen, the ball won't hold up. It's going to skid.
Yes, it's going to skid. And we have seen it already. The ball just skidding off. You have to be able to...
You have to read the bounce
read
well.
This bounce. It's going to skid.
It's not going to hold up at all on the surface.
It's not going to bounce a whole lot as high as it was previously. It's going to be skidding now.
You have to get your body right behind the ball as a keeper. If you try to use your hands, you'll miss the bounce. Damani again. Crunching challenge by Rogers.
He got all ball. He got all ball.
Changes now for St. Martin. Double change.
Number 19 is going to give way.
Victor is coming out.
For number 14.
And that will be... Marlin's already in.
And 8 is going to give way for 12.
So Richardson, Emmanuel Richardson is coming in. He's going to be replacing Renicio Drenthe. And it looks like...
8 for 12.
Yes,
Emmanuel Richardson.
Richardson is coming in.
Yes. For the number 8 in
that's Drenthe.
Yes.
He's
who out there for Brown.
Looking to see who the initial change was, who came in, because number 14, Furman Marlin, is already on the pitch. Well, the rain is coming down a lot harder now.
And it's running the spectators much higher in the stands. Here is Gums looking to drop one out for Hennis. Doesn't find Hennis. Millington picks it up. And the ball coming off the referee, but again, St. Martin put in position.
Gets through, but all the way to Shimo Brown and goal. Brown gets this one over. All the way back. Bit too long on the ball, really, and for my estimation. It's going to be a throw-in. Took way too long to play the pass.
Indecisiveness.
Indeed, a whole lot of that there. But like Javante Gale. Millington. Look, said Kamari running here. Kamari can't get there before Van der Paas. Yuri Van der Paas had a very good game. Is it Van der Paas, Van der Paas? It wasn't the best in high school French, I'm not certain. Millington hits it.
Ooh.
Skids wide.
And again, that's what we're talking about, the skid, Doc. That ball never bounced. It just skid.
Here's Skipper Tapia. Magloire. It's a good touch inside there by Henderson. It's going to try to send Skeet running. First time really calling Anicio Skeet's name in this game. He's rather quiet here on this left side.
I guess he has now come over to this since the change was made.
throw going toward near Holt. But it's all the way behind for a goal kick. Brown finds Herbert. Millington, lovely ball.
That's offside. That's offside.
Van der Park got the first anyway.
That's offside.
But it will be an offside. Chetty should have stopped running and let Kamari continue running. Because then they would have gotten the throw in. Chetty Leverett Richardson needs to get his timing a bit better on those runs. He's been caught offside a couple of occasions now. Tapia into trouble. Herbert trying to get through, but he fouled him. Kieran Herbert illegally winning back possession. Change coming. It's in goal for St. Martin. Van der Paas day is done. He's had a very, very good day in goal. And is it Singh who's coming to replace him?
Yes, looks very much like Singh, number 18.
Suresh Singh. They know
That's a foul.
late, very, very late. There by Kieran Herbert.
He's
Has
going to be
to be a
carded.
card, yes indeed. Yellow card to Kieran Herbert. Coming in late there on Anicia Skeet. Van der Paas had a very, very good game. It'll go for St. Martin. This day is done now. His race has been run. They played 50. Now Singh gets the rest. There's Magloire. Henderson. Now Neerholt loses out. Booted away. It will be a throw. I've really shortened this young man's name a lot. His name is Jefferson Lishklama Neerholt. But it's Neerholt. that's a very long second name. Jefferson Neerholt will have to do. Here's the aforementioned Neerholt. Now Henderson trying to poke this one forward. That's a handball. That's a free kick. In a very, very dangerous position.
Dangerous position here.
Just outside the 18-yard area.
Very precarious position. Right in the arc.
You have
on
to
the
put
edge
one
of
on
the
target.
18.
You have to put one on target from this sort of area. It is going to be
Just look to skid it through.
Demeni is over this one. He's a danger man for St. Martin, Demeni. He's looked very, very threatening today. Now, can he find a goal from a set piece?
I think he's going to go in the air. But I would love to see him going on the ground.
They need a wall. They need a wall. It's Anguilla inside. Need a wall. They've finally gone and forms one now. Options out wide, options in the center. It's Jermaine Demeni deflected out for a. Oh, it should be a corner, yes.
It's going to be a corner.
The initial flag was a goal kick.
Doc, I would have gone on the ground. I would have looked to push the ball wide in the middle, at least, and go wide and go on the ground.
Headed at the keeper, making catch the wet ball.
Yeah. What you want, Doc, is for that troublesome ball for the keeper to deal with. Try to deal with a wet ball. Try to hold it. Look for a rebound.
Ball comes in. Demeni's there. Jermaine Demeni can't quite get a boot to it. This one driven along the ground and deflected out for another corner. Jermaine Demeni is causing the Anguillan defense problems.
Compound with a wet ball.
Attempt number 2. From the corner kick. This one from the other side. Ball put in.
Is it Kelberg? Yes.
Clear. Corner number 3. Clayberg to put this one in again. Floats one in high. But it can be dealt with by the Anguillan defense only as far as look like Henderson back toward Clayberg. Not quite dealt with just yet. Still not dealt with. Henderson puts it across, and Jermaine Demeni yet again. He has been causing all sorts of headaches for the Anguillan defense. They just can't seem to mark him.
And yet again, one just on the edge of the 12-yard box and the 6-yard box and putting it wide. Not on target again, Doc. An opportunity going a begging. St. Martin has gotten the better of the attempts here and have not made the Anguillan speed.
Jermaine Demeni, he has had himself a game and a half here at the RAGTC. Very, very talented youth prospect, very bright prospect. And he has caused the Anguillan defense all sorts of headaches. He was marshaled rather well for portions of the first half. But there's not much that Aiden Rogers can do right now to stop this young man. Him and Leverett Francisca have been trying. They've been trying to marshal him. But Jermaine Demeni, he has had himself a very, very good game. Just missing a goal. All he's missing is a goal to show for his efforts. But we are still goalless. This is going to be a very, very interesting last about 17 minutes. We are at the cooling break. A cooling break. The first portion of the second half has been dominated really by St. Martin. Jermaine Demeni should have about 2 goals right now.
Well, St. Martin, indeed, I would have had possession advantage, but nothing to show for it. They have had our opportunities, the better of them, and yet nothing to show for it. It's still 0-0.
Again, just a reminder, coming up at 7 p.m., just about 3 hours from now, we have more friendly action. It's the Anguilla Women's National Team. They're going to be taking on the St. Martin Women's National Team. That should be a very good game. Anguilla women have not been in action for a little while. They are back in action. They have a weekend of games coming up. Tomorrow, it's going to be the St. Martin Women's National Team. They take on the St. Kitts and Nevis Women's National Team. And then on Sunday, it's a repeat of a game we saw last year. It's the Anguilla side against St. Kitts
and Nevis. You can't just say St. Kitts.
It's St. Kitts and Nevis.
SKN.
It's St. Kitts and Nevis. That is my apologies. I should know better.
St. Kitts and Nevis. Nevis.
No matter how many times you want to tell me, I'll never start calling it Nevis.
St. Kitts and Nevis. The game has restarted, and here is Millington. It's possessed.
Booted forward. Searching for Jermaine Demeni again. Dealt with by Shamor Brown. Zaya Hennis. Not much freedom at all. Will be an Anguillan free kick. Rather sparse crowd. This is still working time. Suspect the games tonight will have a few more supporters.
Yes, indeed. I am expecting a really, really good crowd out here this evening. You have noticed that over the times that female football in Angola is supported more than the male. Time for time, the female gets the crowd.
Indeed they do. It's friendly action. We have not had international friendlies here at the RAGTC for a while.
Indeed.
They're back in abundance this weekend. St. Martin. The pressure from Millington. Millington does well. But Kamari comes in behind. You can't catch Kamari Gums. Kamari. Oh, we tried to cut back. As I said, Kamari is very right-footed. He could have put the left-footed cross into a Chetty Leverett Richardson. Tried to cut back to his right. You can't run with Kamari. Force him onto his left. Changes now coming for St. Martin again. It is going to be Alicia Skeet coming out. He'll be replaced by Williams, it looks like. Skeet out for Williams. Well, a double change, in fact. Get the other change shortly. It's Kamari with a loose touch.
That looks like Kilbur.
So here comes Millington. He wants to hit them, you know. Millington!
It is indeed in the 61st minute of play. Captain Millington using the field to his advantage and burying it through the arms and legs of the goalkeeper and burying it.
As I said, as a keeper on this skinny surface, you can't rely on your hands. The ball will get through. You need to get your body behind the ball on a skidding surface. Millington just hit it along the ground. It took an awkward bounce. It stayed low. Singh couldn't get down. And Anguilla take the lead in the 61st minute of play. For all of the hard work that St. Martin did before the water break, after the water break, Anguilla now have the lead. Now here's Williams. And Magloire. That name is a lot of consonants in that name that don't seem like they belong together. It's not an English name. It seems to be French, Magloire. I know there was a basketball player by the name Jamal McGlure, similarly spelt, just pronounced a bit different. Williams is up against Anderson, and he did rather well.
Doc, it goes back to what I was saying when they had that free kick on the edge of the 18. Hit the ball on the ground. Ask the keeper to save the ball. Kick it on the ground. Look to pass the ball back across the goal or go wide and hit it on the ground.
Over the top. It's a foot race here that the keeper in Singh will win. As it does seem like Jermaine Demeni was replaced as well. He's like
Millington
Henrietta.
again.
As here's Millington. Millington puts one across.
Oh my! Whoa! He rested, Doc. It was like a saucer. He rested the teacup on the saucer, and the teacup, for some reason, it seemed like it was an earthquake. Oh my. Gums could not put that one into the back of the net. Doc, that dangerous left foot. Again, he scored from the right. It could have been an easily assist from the left.
There's an injury here.
Seemed to be Ronald Martin, who's down on the sideline. And he is going to believe in us as well.
Change coming now for the Anguillian side. Renel Martin is out. He's going to be replaced by Joseph.
Kalani Joseph.
Yes, Peterson.
Opportunity going to beg in there for Angola. Should have and could have been 2 goals up. St. Martin had the opportunities, didn't capitalize. Anguilla again, shortly after scoring, could have gone 2 goals up and could not capitalize. What an opportunity missed by Gums. Are you ever going to get an easy opportunity than that to score? Those 2 goals that we saw, those 2 opportunities that we saw today, Doc, well, from St. Martin and from Anguilla.
You can possibly excuse the header. Maybe it was a bit too out of reach of Kamari, but the chance of St. Martin, you can't excuse that.
Yeah, Doc. You think that the hair is too much? You cannot control it?
I don't know. It didn't quite land on his forehead. Maybe it was a bit too high for Kamari. Just trying to find excuses for him. Yes, Kamari.
Looking to redeem himself.
Kamari doing very well, Gums. That will be an Anguillian throw. Just 4 minutes left in this game, plus whatever is added.
So 1-0. 1-0. Goal coming in the 61st minute of play from the boot of Millington.
Thrown inside, looking for Kamari. Dealt with by Captain Tapia. Millington again. Millington trying to get through. And nowhere for him to go. Dropped out wide for Williams. Now here comes Anderson. Gums, another loose touch.
Yes, very loose touch there by Gums.
Rogers. Now Zaya Hennis. Zaya.
Oh, that's a good looking ball.
Trying to send Kamari running. Now here's Neaholt. Williams. Rogers again. A bit of pinball action going on. Into touch for a through.
Doc, you think the day is going to come when we are going to have one of these in Angola?
Well, I would hope so for the development of our players. It's definitely a necessity, really, in this day and age. So many tracking capabilities in that small little device. Rogers sends it forward. Booted away by Magloire. But Rogers again. And a bit of pinball action. And now Neaholt tries to put this one forward. Dealt with partially there by Leverett. But here comes St. Martin again. Chance to equalize. Goes down. What's the signal? What's the call? Nothing, says the referee just yet. Goal kick. Goal kick, the signal. That's not good by Shimura at all. It's Neaholt. Millington does well to clean up and shift it wide for Zaya Hennis. Tapia walks it forward to Henderson. Picked up by Millington is opposite number 6. Who's going to try to send him running. And there's a ball over the top for Kamari. Kamari will get there. Kamari cuts back inside. Too much work for himself, but now it's Herbert. Back to Kamari Gums. Herbert again. Herbert hits it. A goal!
Goal! In the 69th minute of play.
It's Caron Herbert with an absolute pearler of a strike. He can do it on his right. He can do it on his left. And Caron Herbert with another absolutely brilliant goal.
Well. These Anguillian players, they are superb. Both left and right-footed. and they can be dangerous. He pulled it off his right, and he went left, and he went to the far corner to the right of the goalkeeper, and into the back of the net. It's 2-0.
Well, they can do it without Mackay. They showed it when they went away. They've showed it here as well. These young men, they're not dependent on one man.
Indeed.
They have a team of players. Blinking the skipper, opening the scoring in the 61st minute. Then Kieran Herbert, an absolute wonder strike, really. That's a good ball. Dealt with well by Leverett Richardson. Only as fast as Peterson. Peterson driving down the line well.
Goes out.
They keep the ball in play.
Well, number of opportunities for St. Martin did not capitalize, and they were made to pay. They were made to pay. Firstly from the boot of Millington, and then from the boot of Herbert. Brilliant. Oh, good work by Hennis.
Hennis puts it forward. Can they get a third? It's Herbert, the goal scorer. Too long on the ball there. Dumped forward there by Gale. Now Peterson. The tussle for the ball out wide. Near Holt dispossessed illegally. In fact, that may not have been a near Holt. It is not.
Did you see the boat go up, Doc?
I did not at all. Here's Henderson. Henderson under trouble. Kamari Gums didn't quite want to chase that one. Here's Millington. Herbert looking for Zaire Hennis here, and Zaire Hennis won't get there. Taken short. St. Martin still trying to build from the back. Singh puts it high, doesn't get it far at all. Straight back to Anguilla. It's Kamari.
That's
and
offside.
Kamari Gums is in an offside position.
Yes, in an offside position. Just gonna time. Just didn't get.
Couldn't get back in the line.
Onside, yes.
Singh, that's a very good ball by Singh.
He's not gonna control that, Doc.
Oh,
He's not gonna
Williams.
control that. You can't blame the player. You know, the ball is skidding. They're not reading the bounce and the pace. It's very difficult. The bit of rain that we had, it's not the easiest thing to control the ball. The long ball that is gonna skid. It's gonna come really, really fast at you.
Here's Henderson. It's a very good move out wide. It's Kleberg. All the way back now with Furman Marlin. Marlin goes back to Singh. Singh under pressure. Does well to find Peterson. Peterson looks to send this one forward, but Leverett Richardson is there. And he calmly goes back to his keeper in Brown. Brown very good with his feet. Finds Leverett Richardson again.
Very composed on the 15 keeper.
He has the experience of playing in the men's league. And that's a good ball. It's going to be a foot race. And Kamari will not get there ahead of Singh. Tapia did well to hold him off.
Without the rain, Doc, that would have been a wonderful ball because the ball would have held up in the surface.
Giving away, here's Kamari. Gums. It gets taken out. Advantage played. Herbert, loose touch. But given away. Here's Anderson. Anderson sends the ball forward. Gums is back on his feet now. It's Rogers. What's the send it wide toward Javante Gale? Gale back to Richardson. Very good footwork there by Leverett Richardson.
Very composed play. That's offside.
But there was a touch by St. Martin player. There was a control by St. Martin player that he gave straight to Anguilla. Taking shot to the captain Tapia. I don't know how much of the time we're playing because it's been 70 for a long time.
Yes. That's allowing for some practice minutes, I will guess.
As it's Tapia, who can go wide very calmly. Tapia for Magloire. Back to Captain Tapia. This the loose Tapia gives it away. Herbert. Him and Kamari not on the same page. Peterson. It's a good looking ball. He doesn't have the pace. That's a good challenge as well. Very good challenge, and it will be a corner. Well, the boys, the under 15 boys have done their job.
You think that the females will do?
It's up to them now. As the 1, 2, and 3 blasts go on the whistle. The Anguilla under 15 boys, they come away victorious here over the St. Martin under 15 side. Goals from Captain Millington in the 61st minute and Caron Herbert in the 69th. The difference between these two sides. Good performances on the St. Martin side. I really liked what I saw from Jermaine Demedi, the striker, as well as keeper Jury Van der Pass. Really like what I saw from those two young men.
You can't leave him out. He didn't score that goal, but he looked well. And on a whole,
Henderson as well.
Yes, on a whole, the St. Martin team looks very ready for this tournament. The Angolan will have some work to do for sure, realizing that they were caught out on a number of occasions. Had St. Martin buried their opportunities, this game could look so much different.
Well, coming up in just over about 2 hours and 45 minutes from now, it's the turn of the females. It's the Anguilla women's national team. They'll be taking on the St. Martin women's national team. Join us at 7 in the p.m. for the kickoff of that one here at the REGTC. But for now, we do take you back to Master Control.